Hey, just a experience in PoE 2 update, I guess. I got my Sanctum done last night for my Uber Lab points. I recorded the entire run. I'm just going to go through it at 2 times speed and go over some things that I think might make your lives in Sanctum a little easier. Things I did to get the Uber Lab points, because it is pretty hard, even with this build that does a ton of damage, super tanky. I still fucked up a ton and was able to complete it, but I can see with worse builds or less damage it can be pretty hard to do. So I'll just go through the video, just give my thoughts, and you can see me get my sentency. Okay, so this is gonna be a pretty experimental kind of video, I guess. So I'm just gonna be yapping the whole time pretty much as this happens. I'm just gonna yap whatever comes to mind about tips I can think of that I had or things I've learned about the Sanctum. I'm definitely not the best Sanctum runner in PoE 1 or anything like that. I bet there's a lot better information out there, but I don't know, maybe what I have to say, I guess. So with this build, like the best thing for Sanctum is I felt just more damage. Just actually more than anything, just like if you can one-shot the enemy before they one-shot you, it's great. There are some exceptions, especially with like how traps work. Like the fire traps can just own you. And some other things, like, and you are incentivized to be defensive because of your honor. Your honor scales off of your defenses. Like, since I have so much ES and health, like I have a 9k starting honor. That's with relics too, but it changes with how much HP you have and ES on the fly. So the 50% more defensive boon, for example, is an amazing boon because it'll just boost our energy shield a ton and give us like 4,000 more honor. This is pretty normal stuff. Early on, just want to focus on getting as much sacred water as you can. That's what I feel is the best, at least. Get as much sacred water as you can, even though I have to get it off the rares. The rares drop sacred water. Pretty good to stack up. Just take the heal, it's $5. Then just be always paying attention to your afflictions. The afflictions can be really, really, really bad. And break your run. Ultimatum's RNG, but for me it felt Sanctum was just as RNG, if not more than Ultimatum. But I'm also bad. Anyway, the best rooms, I'll rate those really quick. The best rooms I pick in order, which I don't really care about. I care about the affliction and the boon chance, like sacred water and stuff, much more than the what room I'm doing. But I'll rate the rooms. I think the best room is the the one with the summoner one where they're summoning the spirits and the portals. I forget what it's called. But that one is the best. It can be so fast. Like, especially with this build, you just go in and one-shot the summoners from off-screen. Like, you can, there's 3 sets or 1 set. The other one's a little worse, but it's still good. You have to run like 6 different sets of them. But it's really good. It's fast, it's easy, you don't really take damage. At least with this build I don't with my damage. Great one. That's next best, I think, is the... Now this definitely could vary on the build, but for us, survive. We I one-shot everything, and when you kill rares, 15 seconds get dropped off the timer. So it's fast. It's fast, it's pretty safe. Because the damage. Great. I think the chalice is better, except for on the 4th floor. Or not the chalice. The escape. The gauntlet. I think gauntlet is find the exit. The escape where you gotta click the crystals is better than find the exit most. Don't forget your sacred water on bosses. Drop sacred water, I forget all the time. And then this is why you want to prioritize sacred water so much, is at the end of every floor you get a merchant. So just get as much sacred water you can and buy the boons. I rarely take that much damage or even lose in the before like the very end anyway. So you just want to be as powerful as you can from the boons, like as soon as possible, and you get like find the merchants, buy the boons. They're really strong. And then don't get hit, so you don't have to heal. Yeah. So the crystals run. This is better than find the exit. And exit's the worst, I think, most of the time, because like unless you're a trap, if you're god with traps, you're probably. I find it. These rooms where you take one and give one, I don't think are the most useful. I go to them when I'm desperate. I think the chance of just randomly getting affliction is so bad. Because there's some that just like almost work the run. You can do it without it, like gaming, but this is an example of the worst ritual trial. Like where you have to go kill them all. But it's still good. Just say it fast and safe. So Hairfoot here. I think Hairfoot's probably like the best of boon you can get in the whole thing. But it comes with it came with no ES for me. So I couldn't take it. I'm checking my afflictions pretty hard here. I think reduced boon suit's really bad. Don't there. Let me just go through the find the exits. One thing that helps with find the exit for me is like just be confident and roll. You can roll through like the fire projectiles. The things on the ground though, the mines don't. You have to dodge those. Those are like for sure gonna hit you. I think I probably get hit by a few later. A nice thing to look forward to is all the layouts are pretty similar. Like at first, my first one or two I did with leveling up and stuff, it kind of sucked to find the exits, but as you get farther and do more over and over again, just kind of like PvE on live, it gets way easier. You just know where the levers are, what switches you have to press. Floor 4, like I think find the exit only has one layout too. It's not bad at all. As you can see in this room, yeah, I'm just gonna walk in circles, blow my shit up. Just keep moving always and try to kill the rares, because yeah, they drop time off. You don't have to stay as long if you focus on the rares. Yeah, and the room's done quick. I did succeed once, but it was bugged, unfortunately. And then I failed some, just learning the last guy's mechanics and dumb runs. I'm just looking at boons here, buying boons every time I can. I think I didn't get great ones there. But by the end of the run, I think I end up having good ones. You just gotta keep going. As long as you don't get turbo brick afflictions. I think this is a funny lever. I think they did really well with the trials, to be honest. They're annoying as fuck at first, and when you lose or crash, like this one you can crash, but the other one kicks you out. And I think they'll be frustrating for leveling up. I think it was good. I think they should be nerfed. But yeah, it's a lot of just find the exits running through. I'm not even really looting. I'd done 3 of them tonight or something, so just going, getting fat sacred water. I'm already up to 1100 because of my boon to get more on this floor. And again, yeah, I look at what type of room's coming up and try to prioritize, but not getting hit with bad afflictions, getting myself put in a bad spot on the map, or going for boons, like, heavily out prioritizes going for a certain room. Just be able to do all the rooms, so you can pick the other things. But, like, you just gotta learn them and do them. Don't want afflictions, go skip it even though I need to heal. For the crystal rooms, I just run as much as I can. These rooms are kind of annoying. Depending on the layout, some are a lot easier. But these walls and stuff, I'm just worried about getting hit. Which, getting hit really is not that bad. Especially if you have good HP, I guess. High honor resistance relics. All are super helpful. We're going into the second boss now. If you don't know what this guy does, I don't know, I killed him so fast, I didn't even learn them fully, which is the story with this build, but just roll their big attacks. They both have slams. Watch the ground. If you kill, they're Ornstein and Smo from Dark Souls. If you kill one, the other one will like wait a few seconds and then full heal and grow bigger. I actually get pretty unlucky with my crits on this boss. I don't think I crit them at all at the beginning, so they kind of lived, and my minions died fast, so not the best roll. But there I hit a big crit. 2 in a row, I think, actually. And they just fall over. Same frames, the same animation, which is funny. We continue on. In the higher level... Oh, here we go. We get max life, reduction on the monsters, and 50% more damage there. Ornate Dagger is great. Killing stuff faster is amazing, so just... Those boons are so good for that. Just prioritize the enemies dying. Still $1,000, so I'm going to toward another merchant. This is one of my favorite rooms. The second best room. It's just so fast. You're so at little risk of dying. They're getting hit. Pretty great. You just search out the rares. It's again, they all have like pretty similar spawn points too that you just learn. You just look at the little blood coming out of the goblet at the beginning. It points to them all. If you ever lose one, you could go back and press on the goblet again, and it'll just like shoot blood at where it is. That's the other best boon. The 50% more defenses shot my energy shield up. If you look now to 56, 52, and I have 13k honor now. So just like great buff to get. I'm not going to be dying, which is rarely the concern, but not going to be dying, and I'm just going to have enough honor to, as you'll see later, barely win, because I ate shit on the last boss. This is probably the most annoying portal one, and my minions die. As you can see with my build in this more like extended gameplay, like it does a fat damage, but it has its problem still. Even with 75% and 3 minions, it can't. There's someone trying to buy from me there, but I'm in the sanctum. You can get unlucky. You can hit the 25% chance and your minions die 3 times, and you're just kind of sitting there waiting for your guys to respawn. I have Bone Storm for that reason. I know I didn't really go over it much in the guide, but like when mapping, there's like times where you have a white mob in front of you in a giant pack, but you have 6 seconds on your minions respawning, and it feels so bad. So you just like Bone Storm one guy, and it makes it slightly better. I can use anything to do the kill, I guess. But yeah, just keep moving your guys forward. You can send them in first. It's nice and safe. Pretty much anywhere. You can actually, like, even when you're performing actions, you can direct your minions. So you can, like, block doorways and stuff with your minions while you're pulling a lever or something to make it a little safer. And it's just another crystal. I just run and go get them all. Try not to get hit. But again, just try to complete it fast. Well, that's my advice. Actually, probably pretty bad. Maybe take your time. I like trying to complete it fast. I was getting to the end boss almost every time, so I had good relics. Just be confident with the movement and just go. I think I have all my best relics now because I have more defenses, more damage, 50% more damage, and reduced monster life. Oh, the monster action speed reduction is nice too, I find. Just makes everything a little easier. And then it's sped up, so I can't even tell. I think I have the movement speed already too, which is really important for the last boss, in my opinion. Just makes it easier, less sketchy, but makes the entire run go faster, so I try to prioritize that whenever I see it over anything else. Also, moving fast is just defensive as well. Like, you're just easier to dodge. You can roll through those. I had the movement speed, and I just kind of get by, but see, dodging all the small little fire things, they're annoying. I get impatient and roll through fire sometimes. Don't want the extra affliction. And I don't need to restore honor, because I'm about to be killing the boss. Another virtual one that's kind of annoying. I think I learned my lesson from the last time, though. Maybe. No, these ones are just everywhere. The other rituals are like way better. For the build, if anyone cares about that, I'm probably gonna do an update when I kill some of the endgame bosses. I'll just put an update out. So that might not be for a few days. My gear upgrades aren't going that crazy. It's mostly just like more res, more life, more energy shield. I think just play for defensiveness when you have like that level of damage. And it will be good. get more everything. Reduced merchants price is nice, just can buy more stuff. And we are going to the last floor now. So if you haven't seen this one, it's a little different. It's got some of the most, no, I take the most damage on floor 4. As you can see, like I'm almost full honor still without healing. But I'm checking all the afflictions. Now I'm checking the rooms because I think find the exit in this room's always, it's always the same every time I've had it. But so you pretty much, you just dodge this fire, you go up, there's gonna be guys right here, and there's guys down to the bottom left. You want to clear them out. You go touch this thing in the top left, and you can pull either lever. If you pull the lever when you first come in, you can do the top left one, and it'll warp you back, and then you kill at the top. See, but my brain just gets stuck, so I wait. I'm trying to kill one guy with my bone storm, but and then that works. You can pull the lever, and it'll open off up to the right here. More guys like all the way here, and they like shoot projectiles from a mile, like super far away. So I'm getting my minions way up ahead. Roll through here. There's gonna be guys up to the left. Then my minions ahead. I don't want to take any damage. And that's the same time every time you do it. Find the exit. It's gonna be that. I had to take max. I think that was the worst affliction, or the best affliction I could take, really, I guess. Which is still pretty unfortunate. Max honor's good. Back down to 8k. Just roll through the fire. See, exact same thing again. Oh, is this run I might have gotten like 4 of them back to back. And you can see I just do the same thing every time. I almost remember to get my minions unstuck there, but failed. But luckily I had this corpse to use. That's a tip for this build. Like, just use enemy corpses so you're... Because the most frustrating thing is when your minions aren't around and you can't DD them. So, like, try to use enemy corpses so your minions are there more often. Trying to be very safe killing that stuff. I might take damage here. I start playing really bad toward the end of this run. I'm thinking now, since I got most of my boons, I'm thinking, okay, now I just got to heal up. So I'm going to try to hit as many heals as I can. I have 747 Sacred Water, but I don't really care about the rest of the boons. So I'm trying to just get as much health as I can. Oh, this crystal's the same every time here too. Well, good. I think I get it again, but this layout is the exact same for crystals every time. This part, I think I do it really bad because I almost get hit every time. Maybe we should come down and clear the left first, but this is the same crystal on the 4th floor every time. The others, there's variation. You can like get different spawn on the other floors, but floor 4 for whatever reason, for now, I bet they'll change it and add more, but you just get the same one, so. I heal up a bit. Doesn't do much, but I'm just going to do everything I can. Avoiding all afflictions I can. I got a lot of the large number of portal summoning ones. Ritual ones. The best room in the entire game is when you go ritual and it's like 4 summoners and they spawn a rare right away. That thing, like... This build multiple times, I just walk in, DD one mob, and the trial's done instantly. And you just walk through. It's very satisfying. So I'm going to take the boon, and I see I have to take an affliction, so I'm just making sure I get whatever one's going to impact me the less on the boss fight. The boss fight is like what I'm preparing everything for. He's super tanky. Our build like really kills him fast still because of the damage is so high, but like compared to everything else in the game, he's way tankier. And you have to do some stuff which makes our damage even worse for him. I think it's... I'll talk about it, but... So, yeah. Actually, I'll talk about this now. You should bring a movement ability into the fight. Especially if you don't have the 40% increased move speed from the boon. He does a mechanic that slows you a ton, and then you have to... See, that's the one that's just fast. He slows you a ton, and you have to use a movement ability. Or you won't be able to pick up all the things on the ground you have to pick up, because you're just too slow. I think with the 40% move speed, I have 20 move speed boots, so if you have better boots, that helps. But using ability is good, movement ability is good. So I brought in Blink. I take a Brute off, so I can use Blink. And I qualified my Scepter a little more to get more Spirit. So with 2 minions, like when if you hit the 25% chance twice, you're waiting 10 seconds before you can DPS, and you're just dodging. As you'll see, it takes me a while to kill the boss because my minions just keep dying and not critting. Like right now in this form, like sure we delete map boss and stuff like that, but the inconsistency of the crits and bleeds, it can be a little rough, especially if your minions die too. But we're going into just normal speed for this. I actually just try to record this with 2 times speed and it's way too much to fit in. Um, yeah, so my damage isn't great on this boss at the beginning especially. I don't crit, my minions die fast, and I only have 2 to DD. I switch my gems uh, to use my single target gems in my main hand setup because I didn't want to switch. I was being lazy. I'd been here a lot. So I was just switching my gems. So I could use corpse conservation. I was going for as much single target damage as possible with corpse conservation. As you can see at the beginning of this fight, twice I pretty much lose all my minions. I don't crit. Like, I haven't done much damage at all. His energy shield just recharges because I'm downtime. It's going pretty bad. But luckily, all you have to do is just dodge a lot of stuff. I can tank a lot of stuff. We have so much honor resistance, and like, oh, there's the big crits at the top now. We do a lot there. Still lose our minions though, so now we go into this phase, which I suck at. You want to dodge the balls and not take lightning damage. I kind of just tank it and go for damage uptime if I can. I lose a lot of honor here, but as you can see, I'm doing a lot of damage to him. We got some more crits during that, going for damage. This is the phase that's a little bullshit if you ask me, but you get slowed progressively as you go. So I have blink. I bring blink just for this reason, because you need to do that. And if you don't have move speed, which I have the extra move speed from the boon and 20 on my boots, like you will just die. As far as I can tell. When I tried it, I just died. Another big couple crits there. I'm pretty much just fishing for crits since I only have 30% chance. I hope my minions don't die. Just trying to blink over this and not get frozen. I'm trying to run it out. He does 3 full circles, so this one won't hit me again. He gets his ES back. My guys come back. We get this phase again. So you get time to breathe. You could pause, I think. Maybe. I actually don't know. You might be able to pause and switch your gems and put on blink, so you have higher damage. I missed that one. I have to get back before it reaches 12 o'clock again. Big crit, 2 big crits, another crit, and he just kind of falls over now. So I just tanked his phase pretty much. I tanked his entire phase and lived. This wasn't good gameplay by any means, but I was tilted at the end of the night after losing one to Crash. I get my ascendancy. Yay. Okay, and I'll do a quick just things I've learned in the past day or two about the build, maybe things that make it a little smoother, some things people have said I'll go over. I guess just try to make it quick. Brutes, you should put in physical mastery too. I think I missed that in the last video. It's another just +1 gem. It has the physical tag. That's more HP. My brutes are up to 43k life. The single target DD setup, brutality instead of lacerate is just way more damage. I didn't have this in because I accidentally forgot I had it in my bone storm from like leveling still. Would want brutality in there. The one thing I would say too, this gem without corpse conservation, it feels bad to do single target. Big HP bosses, it might just be worth the, you can pause and do it, or you can just do a nice little swap with one of these gems, probably considered casting. Just swap it over if you're doing big single target. Quality of the gems, it gives AoE. That is good. Quality your skeletal brute as well. It gives minion life a lot too. Definitely quality your brute. 6 links, you could maybe go lacerate then. You could try out the more magnitude of bleeding then. Maybe try spell cascade for DD when you have 6 link, or just go for more damage to make the clear nicer. I'm still running ambush. It feels really good, even with the extra crit from Uber Lab. It feels good. And just the AoE gems. Still, I don't think I've done anything much on my tree. I got some more damage here. I'm re-picking up these ES nodes. Yeah, the tree's pretty much the same. For playstyle, I pretty much do everything in the AoE setup. I should actually be using my other scepter in my AoE setup, because the AoE setup does enough damage for almost everything in the game. And bosses melt with the AoE setup. You just do so much damage. I could drop some more defense and go more damage for AoE, and it probably feels even better. I suggest you do that. I put on a Amethyst Charm. The shit Chaos damage sucks in this game, and I have the rest of the res cap. My chaos is still bad, so at least I go to 18 when I get hit. Just upgrade your gear with life. Life, ES, res, and int. You're gonna need int. Obviously, neck, weapon, helmet, and stuff like that. You can go for damage. You can go for crit damage if you want. I got the nice neck. But I'm going to prioritize Chaos Res and Ellie Res and life and ES more than anything else. I think the damage is way better than it even needs to be, so just getting tanky is the most important. Dying in the maps is the worst part. Lose some damage. I know there's some on that gear you could get, and just get life, ES, and res. Even tankier. I know this video is completely different than some of my others. I hope maybe you learned something or enjoyed though.